So, oh, louder?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Romans defeated their biggest enemy, Carthage, around 146 BC, and afterwards they increased their military presence in Greece. There was a confederation of Greek city-states on the northern and central Peloponnese, and they were called the Achaean League, and eventually they rebelled against this Roman predominance in Greece. The Achaean League was first formed in the 5th century, but it was reformed between 280 BC and 146 BC. This league secured the city-state of Corinth in 243 BC. The Romans defeated the first Achaean army when they marched from Macedonia under Critolaus of Megalopolis in the Battle of Scarafenia. The Roman Senate ended up sending the consul Lucius Memmius at the time with 2,300 infantry and 3,500 cavalry into the Peloponnese to attack this league. Okay. Under the leader of Dias of Megalopolis, the Achaean League camped out at Corinth with 14,000 infantry and 600 cavalry. And although they were outnumbered by the Romans, they did make a successful attack. And the next day, they decided to attack the Romans for a second time, but they ended up fleeing once they saw how large the Roman army was and that they were outnumbered. Some of the League took refuge in Corinth, but no defense was made because their leader, Dias, fled to Arcadia. And that same year, Corinth was destroyed, and all men were killed, and all the women, children, and free slaves were sold into slavery. The archaeological record shows that there was selective and partial destruction of the buildings at Corinth. And after Corinth was sacked, the Roman Senate sent 10 commissioners to help Mummius settle Corinth again. The city-state was basically stripped of all of its civic and political identity, and it was no longer the urban center that it was. There is evidence that some people inhabited Corinth in the time between the sack of the city and the refounding by Julius Caesar in 44 BCE, and Caesar renamed it to be Colonia Laus Julia Corinthesis. So.
Terrific.